त्रिपुरा मोथा के चेयरमैन प्रद्युत देवबर्मन ने केंद्र सरकार से ग्रेटर त्रिपुरा लैंड मुद्दे पर बातचीत की मांग उठाई है। प्रद्युत देवबर्मन ने त्रिपुरा मोथा तथा समुदाय से जुड़े अन्य व्यक्तियों समूहों को ग्रेटर त्रिपुरा लैंड मुद्दे पर बातचीत के लिए बुलाने की मांग की है। साथ ही उन्होंने त्रिपुरा लैंड की मांग पर अपनी स्थिति स्पष्ट की। त्रिपुरा मोथा के अध्यक्ष ने कहा कि केंद्र अगर NSCN-IM से बातचीत कर सकता है तो उसे एक वैध राजनीतिक दल से भी बात करने में कोई समस्या नहीं होनी चाहिए।
To come to the people in the election, what are the progress report you are going to produce, and what is your future plan about your party? Because BJP is little worried, because we have often seen the two of the big leaders from their alliance party sitting in press conference. They are expressing themselves to with you, and in another 1 year hardly left for the election. So where do we see Pradyut Kishore? Because you just said you are the man, the kingmaker in the next elections.
I'm not the kingmaker, the people are the kingmaker. I'm just a person who has been able to articulate his point of view towards the people. All I'm saying is that we have a clear position on our demand. If the government of India is interested in having conversation with us, please invite us. We will have a transparent and open conversation with the government of India. If they agree to a demand, or if they think that they have a better idea than what we are demanding, we will sit across the table and we will take it to the people. We will not discuss about posts and financial packages. What we want is a constitutional settlement, and let us sit across the table, invite us, we will talk. I am not saying that I am right 100 all the time. They should also not say that you should be happy with whatever we have given you 40 years ago. Let's sit down, let's have a conversation. If the government of India can talk to NSCN, then why can't they talk to a legitimate political party? Why can't they speak to the legitimate demands of indigenous people of Tripura? I'm sure that they're doing a great job talking to the NSCN. It is great that they have reached out to the Naga outfits, and we welcome that. I think it is a welcome step. Same way, they should also speak to us. They cannot say that we are anti-national after they're speaking to NSCN, which is also speaking for the Naga people.
ये पूछे जाने पर कि क्या वो समाज के एक निश्चित वर्ग के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, प्रद्युत देवबर्मन ने कहा कि वो किसी समुदाय के खिलाफ नहीं है। उनका विचार किसी समुदायों की किसी भी अधिकार से वंचित करना नहीं है। वहीं बीजेपी के सहयोगी पार्टी IPFT का मुद्दा उठाते हुए प्रद्युत देवबर्मन ने कहा कि ग्रेटर त्रिपुरा लैंड के समर्थन के बाद भी आखिर क्यों बीजेपी गठबंधन निभा रही है।
Your critics have been raising that why Pradyut Kishore is raising the Tripura land, greater Tripura land demand, which you, to some extent, the BJP Alliance Party also had the same demand, but they now are behind. Can you make little clear to the people what is this Tripura land? Because there is always a confusion that it is for a particular section of people and against a particular section. I'm taking very specific tribal and the non-tribal differences are to be made. That is the reason it's a political game that Pradyut Kishore. How do you react to that?
I've never been against any Bengali community. In fact, history has shown that we have always had patrons from the Bengali community, whether it was Rabindranath Tagore, Jagdish Chandra Bose. We've had such good relationships with many renowned personalities from Bengal. The entire idea of me asking for a constitutional right for the indigenous community does not mean denying anyone any right from any other community. In fact, what has been very painful for me is to see that people who claim to be intellectuals have suddenly decided to brush an entire community, saying that their demand is anti-national. The people of Jharkhand demanded Jharkhand, but not because they hated the people of Bihar. The people of Chhattisgarh have demanded Chhattisgarh, not because the Gonds and the tribes of Chhattisgarh had a dislike for the people of Madhya Pradesh. Same way with Uttarakhand. And to ask if my demand is so unpalatable for BJP, then why did BJP ever have an alliance with IPFT, which were blocking the national highway, which was stopping rations for all people in Tripura and saying that we want Tripura land. When IPFT demanded Tripura land, they had a problem. But when I have demanded greater Tripura land, they call me anti-national. So they need to make up their mind, and they need to realize one thing, that just because I will not compromise on my community and my people and the people of Tripura does not mean that they can weaken me by categorizing me as an anti-national.
प्रद्युत देव बर्मन ने कहा कि वो किसी भी तरह की धर्म की राजनीति नहीं करते। उनका कहना है कि आदिवासी क्षेत्रों में किसी समुदाय पर कोई हमला नहीं हुआ है, जबकि राजधानी अगरतला में भी स्थिति बिल्कुल अलग है। देव बर्मन ने कहा कि पिछले 73 वर्षों में केंद्र द्वारा अपनाई गई गलत नीतियों के कारण लोगों में विभाजन हुआ है।
As I've always said, I've never had any. I'm a Indian. I'm a patriot. I've loved my country. I respect all religion. I've spoken for Hindus. I've spoken for Christians. I've spoken for Muslims. I've spoken for Buddhists. I've never done a politics of religion. I've also been very clear that there has been no attacks on any community outside the indigenous people in the ADC since we assumed power in 1 year. While you have seen in Agartala, there's been scores of violence. You've seen in Udaipur, you've seen in different parts of Pani Sagar where religious communities have been attacked. But in my ADC, not a single act of violence has happened. So maybe the intellectuals should realize that what Pradyut Manikya is asking is empowering a certain group of people and not disempowering another group of people. This divide has not been created by the Bengalis and the tribals. This divide has been created because of the wrong policies of the center over the last 73 years.
प्रद्युत देव बर्मन ने दोहराया कि त्रिपुरा मोथा केवल उन राजनीतिक दलों के साथ गठबंधन करेगा जो त्रिपुरा लैंड की मांग का समर्थन करते हैं।
That is a big achievement for the state also demand, and you have been. How are the things going on, and how do you see the future of the tribal people after 2023? What will be your in this election? What will be your, because a lot of people are trying to tie up with Pradyut Kishore, seeing the prospect because politics is all about opportunities. So how do you see into this?
Politics is also about commitment and not only about opportunities. So it is very clear that we will only go with those who speak and who can deliver for the interest of the people. And I'm very clear that I'm not going to make any political alliances for personal and personal benefit or for posts. I'm not interested in being the Chief Minister of Tripura. I'm not interested in being nominated to the Rajya Sabha. I'm not interested in even becoming an MLA. All I want is something which is constitutional for the people of my community and for the overall development of Tripura. If that can happen, wonderful. If that does not happen, then I will chalk my own cause.